What's going on, guys? This is Alec here and welcome to episode number 28 of the Swansea City career mode. If you did manage to watch the last episode, you will find out that we are now Premier League champions. The 2016-17 season. That's right, we are Premier League champions, and this is our first home game as champions. We will be celebrating the title after this game up against West Brom. I'm not going to be talking too much about the gameplay at the start of this episode. I want to go through a couple of things. As you can see there, one game left. We're not catchable. We did pretty well. Like I said in the last episode, if we draw this game, we actually get the exact same record as Leicester did when they won the league last season. But like I said, not going to talk too much about the gameplay in this episode. I do want to talk about a couple of things. Now, the main topics I want to talk about is selling players. Now, this is hard because I don't want to sell the amount of players as to where it's like, you know, you've sold too many Swans players. It's not that good. So I don't want to sell like a load of Swans players. But what I do want to do is get rid of players. Van der Hoorn, for one, he's playing in this game though, to be fair. Van der Hoorn, players like that I don't really want to keep just because they're at the Swans in real life this season, and obviously Swans in real life this season aren't pulling up any strings. As you can see early on into the game here, good chance for us. Sigurdsson does a lovely bit of skill, gets down the wing, puts it inside of Memphis, and there's a goal straight away. Sigurdsson was out injured for a couple of weeks and we've had a load of 0-0s. As soon as Sigurdsson is back in the team, he just creates a tap-in for Memphis. But like I'm saying about players that I sell, now I've got a list of players here that I kind of want to sell. Let me know your opinions. I've got Birgitti, I think is how you pronounce it, the Australian goalkeeper that's like 69 rated. He's like 26 years old. I think he's pretty pointless to have in the squad for number one. Boha Baston, I've got a question mark by. I don't know what you think of Baston, as you're going to see he's actually going to score a goal. I'm not sure what goal number that is this season. I think that's his 14th goal of the season. But like I said, I'm question marks on Baston. I don't know whether I should sell him. He's a decent player, to be fair. Keeson Young, I've got down. I've seen a lot of people in the comments say that I should sell Key. Probably will end up selling Key. Kyle Norton, another one. I know he's been at Swans for a couple of seasons, but I'd rather get another right back in. Keep Rangel just for squad depth, and obviously he's a Swans legend. I've got a question back by Jefferson Montero. Now, I don't really want to sell Jefferson Montero, to be fair, so I probably won't end up selling him. One player I think I will sell is Josh King, the striker. And then if I do keep Baston, I can just... like a lot of people said Boney. I probably will try and sign Boney. Someone said Akinfenwa. I would not mind just trying to sign Akinfenwa at all. We've got a lot of cup games next season with the Champions League. The Capital One Cup and the EFL Cup and the FA Cup. There's a lot of cup games and rotation games that I'm going to need, and I think Akinfenwa would be a really, really great player to put in the team. But as far as buying players, I've got a list here. I'll just name some off. Jack Wilshere, Joe Allen, Wilfred Boney, Francis Coquelin, maybe. And I've got question marks by Scott Sinclair. Maybe Scott Sinclair would be a decent signing to bring back. I think we need another centre half as well, a really good rating centre half, preferably one above like 80 rated. I also want to bring in some Welsh players. So I know in the first episode of the series, a lot of people said the likes of Wayne Hennessy and Joe Ledley. I think Hennessy is actually coming to us, but I'm not sure about Joe Ledley. I don't think we actually arranged pre-contract agreement with him. He wanted too much wages, and he's a bit older. But I was thinking of maybe signing some young Welsh players. I think there's a player called Louis Thompson. Tyler Roberts is a good player. But yeah, like I said, I want to bring in some Welsh players. And also some ex-Swans players. I really need your feedback now more than ever as to who I should sign. Like, obviously I can go out and do my own signings, but I kind of want to make this like our series, because I know a lot of the viewers watching this are Swans fans. So if you want to see ex-Swans players back, then by all means comment them down below. But I don't know. I don't want to overflood it with ex-Swans players. I think I will try and sign Boney and Joe Allen. They're the main two. I think I'm okay with left backs now. I was going to try and sign Ben Davis, but I've got Andrew Robertson who will grow to be a good player, and also Kingsley as well. Kingsley will grow to be a good player. As you can see, Mo Barrow, he'll definitely be in the team next season. That actually took a really wicked deflection to go in. But yeah, I'm happy with the squad at the moment. Memphis, I was thinking of like selling Memphis. Now I'm not sure whether any of you guys would actually be up for that. Like it quickly flashed across my mind. I don't think I will end up selling him. That actually deflects off Jordi Amat there, our ex-player. Look how bad that deflection is. It takes it away from Ben Foster. But yeah, there's a lot of players going through my mind. I think what I'll end up doing is asking next season. When next season comes, I'll ask a lot of questions. I'll see what transfer offers I get in for certain players, because like I said, I don't want to take away from the Swans' authenticity. I think is probably the best word. I think that is a word as well. Like I was saying, I don't want to sell every single Swans player in the team and make it a completely new team. I do want to keep a bulk of Swans players in there. It's just players, like I said, players like Van der Hoorn, who has come to us this season in real life and just hasn't really pulled up any trees. Like, I wouldn't mind getting rid of him and just bringing in a different centre half that I think is better. And like players like Montero, I'd like to keep at the club. Nathan Dyer, Wayne Routledge, Leon Britton, Angel Rangel, them type of players. And then obviously trying to sign some ex-Swans players. Scott Sinclair hasn't been mentioned in the comments below. But with that being said, we have got 3 left midfielders already at the club. So I mean that might be why. I've seen a lot of suggestions for like strikers and stuff. What I really need is suggestions of a centre half. Like I was saying earlier, I do want an experienced centre half that's really good, above 80 rated preferably. But as you're going to see, these are the celebrations going down on the pitch. I leave it all run through so we can take it in. Even though things aren't going so well in real life, it doesn't mean we could celebrate with a bit of FIFA as we win the Premier League trophy. I'm so excited to start next season. I can't wait to get rid of some players. I can't wait to sign some players. We've got a lot of players coming back from loan next season as well. Players like Mark Grimes. Like even like with me selling Van der Hoorn, it'd be good because if I sell him, then I can bring the likes of Kyle Bartley back. I think that's a good like for like. Even though Bartley's like 6 ratings lower, I still think he's probably better. Like I was saying, Keeson Young's going, but then we've got Jay Fulton. No, Jay Fulton's actually at the club, but like Matt Grimes coming back, just players like that. So I don't know. Like I've mentioned a lot of stuff and a lot of players, so I would really like your feedback if you could give it to me in the comments below. Just whatever. I know I've asked about a million different questions, so whatever one you feel like you can answer, that would be preferred. You know, should I sell Curtis Davis? I think Curtis Davis has done brilliant for us in at the back, but you'll see the next couple of episodes that are going to be coming out in the next couple of days are going to be the awards and the nominees for the awards. What I'll do is I'll put like a Player of the Year award, and then I'll put a load of highlights of that, put that up as a video, you can vote on that, and then for like newcomer of the season, young prospect of the season, I'll put them all up as separate videos. Then when they choose all the winners, I'll put the winners video up as one in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for them. I'll need you guys to vote for them. And yeah, as you see, we win in the Premier League. I never thought I'd say Swansea win the Premier League, but we didn't actually manage to match Leicester's record. We had the exact same record, but we had, whereas they had 12 draws and 23 wins, we had 24 wins and 11 draws. So I mean, it's kind of similar, but I thought what I'd do now is just show you briefly the top scorers in the league. As you'll be able to see here, Sigurdsson, I think he missed out on the last day of the season to Eden Hazard, but he got up there with 17, and he did actually have the most assists as well, so with 16, so that's 33 involvements in goal in the Premier League alone. Yeah, like I said, I'll bring out the top player awards and stuff. It'll make more sense when you actually watch the video. So when the award videos come out, if you just watch them, I'll explain in them videos. I'll put a bunch of highlights together. But yeah, back onto this. As you can see, we're up there with a lot of. We had a lot of assists between our players, like some Mobaro, Leroy Fair getting in there. I think Baston was up there as well. All the top half players in the pitch for our team did pretty well in regards to goals and assists. But clean sheets as well. Michel Vorm got the most clean sheets in the league. A lot of people doubted my sale of Fabianski. To be honest, looking back at it, I don't think I should have sold Fabianski. But Even though I did sell him, I'm glad that I brought an ex-Swans keeper in. But as you can see, I don't think we actually got on any of them with in regards to discipline. But this is how the Premier League table finishes, with us on top. As you can see, the top 8, apart from us, is probably what's expected. I'd say swap us with Everton. Obviously not Everton winning the league, but if you swapped Swans with Everton in the top 8, then that top 8 probably would have been the top 8 you'd expected. But Man City coming in at 8th place, that's probably not expected. They were actually lowered. I think they were like 13th a couple of weeks ago in the season, but they managed to pick up a bit of form and got in the top 8. Spurs, Arsenal, Manchester United and us. And look at this, Brentford actually won the FA Cup in the end. After beating us, they went through to play West Ham in the final, and they managed to win that as well. So look how many Premier League teams they'd taken out. They took QPR, and then I think it was Stoke, and they actually got to the round of 16 as well in the EFL Cup. So not bad from Brentford, but Bournemouth, Burnley and Hull were the teams to get relegated from the Premiership. So Bournemouth, Burnley and Hull. And as you can see here, Norwich and Fulham actually got promoted. And then I don't know who won the playoffs, but it was between Villa, Newcastle, Wolves and Forest. So they'll be joining us next season. Thank you all for watching the season finale. I'll bring out the award episodes in the next couple of days. So yeah, thank you all for watching. My Twitter will be in the description below. And peace.